Hey guys, Ian here from Mid-America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And I want to apologize for where this video starts off at, and it doesn't make very much sense. There was about 18 minutes before this that I had shot that explained more of what I was doing here, and I had some music playing in the background. And since I don't own the music, YouTube pinged me for copyright infringement. I tried to upload it so I could edit that part out anyways, and it uploads and I can view it from my phone, but I can't view it from my computer, so that I can edit that part out. I needed to edit that part out anyways because all it is me doing a little bit of work and I'm just sitting there not talking anyways. So I apologize for this. This is just a quick update on what my next project is going to be, and so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so what I have here is my newest creation for a customer. It is far from being done, but it is an idea that I've been floating around in my head for a little bit, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the building process here. This is a concealment box. This customer wanted the concealment flag that I built originally, but he just really couldn't do it because his wife or his girlfriend or whatever she is said that he had too many American flags in the house, which seemed to be impossible to me, but I've got like 4 of them hanging up. Anyways, he wanted a concealment box that looked, antique-ish and something that looks like barnwood. And so this is what I've got made up for him. I had it in my head for about a month, and then yesterday I came out and with chalk on the ground I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I made it, 3 by 3. That's what he wanted. His dimensions would be 36 by 36, and so it's 36 wide, 36 tall, and currently 4 inches deep. And then it'll have a little fascia around it to make it look pretty. But it has this concealment box over here. The dimensions of it yet, I do not know. The dimensions right now, the official end dimensions, I have no idea either. Just because it's not finished up. These are just laid on there with some, pegs sticking out from the concrete, or boards on the concrete to hold all the cuts up, because these are all individual little pieces. But the concealment panel will be right here, and then follow this line here, up and over right there. That'll be the entire panel. It'll look like it's all separated in the end, but these will all be together. They won't be glued together in the seams because that shows, but it'll all be one piece. Now, how I've done it is all my joints, except for this one right here, this is the bottom of the flag. I've got a little bit of an overhang here, about a 1/4 inch, so I gotta cut that off. But all my cut joints are going to run along here. Okay? And so that means I can pocket hole drill all around here on the frame and get the entire outside of the boards around. And I'm going to put a runner right here, up that direction, and then there's going to be another one right here. These lines are going to sit right there. I don't know if I can get over it. This top line will be the edge of the door, and then there's going to be another board, and this board's going to come over just a little bit, and that one will be come over in just another 1.5 inches more, and then that board will run up that way, and then on this little corner here I'm going to have one come down here to the top of that, just to meet up with that lonely slicer. I don't know if you can see that. Just meet up with that. Very easily done, and I'm going to show you guys on my Mid-America Prep channel during Shop Talk how I'm building this. Okay, guys, so now I'm working on the concealment box that I just showed you. It is 3 by 3, and most of it is just decoration. Over in that far corner, which I can show you here, this little area right here is going to be the concealment area. I'm going to make a box, a subframe box in that, and that's where the firearms will be placed. And I'm going to make it for at least 2 firearms with magnetic holsters. It's going to be interesting making that. It's interesting making this whole project. The request was to be made out of old barnwood, and where I am, I don't really have much access to old barnwood, and so I'm just going to use fresh new picket fencing, and it's going to work out just fine. I'm really kind of excited and interested in how it's going to turn out. just because this is something I've never done before, out of fresh, new wood, I guess you could say. Yeah, picket fencing, or the barn wood I could go find and plane down to look new, but after I get done with it anyways, what I need to do with it isn't going to look half as good as this will. So it's not all going to be one color. There are 3 different styles of picket fencing here, but it will eventually all look different. My biggest problem was, somehow where I cut the boards, for just reasons, I cut them right in the middle of knots. So I had to flip this board around because there's a knot on this side and a knot on this side where these boards actually matched up. And so I completely flipped this board around because the cuts right here and the cuts right here are the same. And so I flipped that 180 degrees, and so the knots don't match up. This board and this board are the same ones. Obviously, there's a knot that I cut right through there, and then this knot right here I cut right through on a mistake. So really, in the end, you won't notice the knots. I mean, you'll see it, but you won't notice it visually because it'll be stained or distressed or painted in some form. I am going to have I think it may be 6-inch. Let me make sure here, just thinking about it. It may be, yeah, it's a 6-inch picket, 3/4 by 6-inch picket. They are already stained. I'm going to square off one end completely so it comes up to this back side, and the rest of it will stick out of the front to make it a little bit of a fascia. Well, probably about a 3/4 to an inch, and just to look artsy, and that will not be stained. So this is just a little bit of a little step video of where I am on this. I've got a knot actually to fill it in. I had a knot in this middle board right here that fell out, and so I need to glue it back in because I really like the look, but I don't want there to be a knot hole in that area. So my next thing I'm going to do is actually do some pocket hole drilling, and I'm going to go around through each little area that I need a pocket hole, about 2 pocket holes per board, and we'll just see what it looks like after that. Because I really like the pocket holes, they make everything a tight joint, and they hide the initial, area of where it's attached to. And I actually just noticed that I marked pocket holes on the door, and that doesn't need to be pocket hole at all. That's just going to be actually all attached together. So maybe I need to keep those pocket holes free for now. I don't know yet. We will find out what happens there. I might have been a boo-boo by just doing that. I don't have any idea. But anyways, Shop Talk Episode 1, a little bit of a talk about this concealment box that I am making. So thanks for tuning in and watching, you guys. Keep calm and carry on. Stay safe.